I'm going to install a Stabil-Rizer kit on this WE60. It's the pretty much the same deal until you get into a Gen 3 or Gen 4 Pro. It's simply expose the base, whether it's mounted on something, a granite base or a wood block or something. You have to expose the base. If it's one of the square bar models, the same thing. That you have to, the WE130 with the square bar, you have to get it from underneath. I'm using the hex tool that is included with the kit to remove the old hex screw and remove the standard vise. This standard vise now will be placed on the Stabil-Rizer block that comes with each model, and it has the wings on it for holding the rail. For a standard vise, it has to line up with the single side on the standard vise holes from underneath. This one, the vise I have oriented on the left side, put the riser block down over the screw and set the vise, line it up, and then with the same hex tool get it started. And that's all there is to installing the riser block. And the riser block will stay there all the time, and what that does is it gives you an improvement in your low angle range, but at the same time it does rob an equal proportion from the wide angle range. So that is a consideration. You may at times, if you need to sharpen a very wide angle blade that you've shifted everything to the narrow angle and you need to get out wider than you can achieve with the riser block, you may have to remove it for that situation. For me, it doesn't happen that often that I have to do that. I have too many sharpeners that I can go to something else. Okay, the kit comes with everything you need. It comes with the rails, the end caps, all the hardware. The hardware, I have both wing nuts and standard nuts, so that those of us who are choosy can decide what you want to use. If you want to use a wing nut, you can use a wing nut. It's with a panhead Phillips screw. Forgive me, I'm trying to do this like everything I do in real time so you can see what's involved. And I tighten that up, and the rails have a little play to them. We'll tighten them up further when we use them. And then the slider slides on the rails, and this is what supports the post. Each kit comes with two sliders, one that can be used in the front, one in the back. For the front, you have the front post with the jam nut that gives you some adjustment, and an O-ring for like a stone stop, so that when you put it into the slider, it'll stop and help you with adjustment, so that if you let go, it doesn't fall out of your hands. It still keeps it where it's handy. Then we take the second one, the same deal. Just line them up. Everything has the same hardware, front and back, inside and outside. And with the caps, it takes care of the tolerance, so there's no fine adjustment, and then you can tighten that and hold it with your pliers if you choose to. Get that lined up, the slider goes on, and then for the handle end, there is a cradle. The cradle is affixed to the post. There also is a stop, and this is a stretchy band that goes over the top of the knife handle if you choose to use that. And you can use one or both, neither. Okay, and then this, you lock back down. When you want to use it, you simply insert into the riser block. Just push on it. You can see through that the holes are lined up. Insert the Phillips screw. Grab it with the wing nut and tighten it up. If you tighten it up with a pliers and a screwdriver tightly, not trying to break it, but tightly so that you know it's tight, and the same here. It becomes a very substantial. And the same thing if you want to use the front, and just as easy as you can put it in and put the wing nuts in. If you don't need to use it, you can pop it back out. So that's the installation. This WE60 I have mounted on this board. It can be used clamped to a table or mounted to some sort of a board. Thank you.